Alright, what's good, y'all? Back for another video. We're doing the intermediate part of the Fox guide that I'm doing, so it's just going to be some more advanced stuff compared to the last video, which was a beginner guide. Hopefully y'all found that helpful. So now we're going to move on to the next part, which is the intermediate side of things. I'm basically going to be going into more combos, some tech stuff with Fox, and just some knowledge to have when you're playing the character. So yeah, if y'all enjoy this and want to see the advanced guide, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. Let's get into it. Alright, so now this time around we're going to start with combos, and this is a combo that I probably should have gone into in the beginner guide just because it's not super difficult, but this is literally just dash attack into nair. This combos pretty consistently, I would say, at very low percent, but not at 0. I'd say from like 15 to like 50-ish, and it obviously depends on the character. That's the thing about Fox. You're gonna realize a lot of his stuff is very character dependent in terms of their weight and also what percent the person is at. You know, it's not like wolf combos, like wolf fair combos that just work on kind of everyone and basically at any low percent. So it's definitely something you need to get used to and just acclimate yourself with the percents and what characters kind of, you know, get hit by what combos. Even though it says it doesn't combo, this usually does around this percent, especially if your opponent's not SDIing. Another combo that revolves around a really good move is dash attack. Dash attack actually has 2 hits to it, the strong hit and the weak hit, and you could get the weak hit of dash attack by either spacing it out so it kind of hits at like the late hit of it, like that. You see how he went like literally nowhere, versus if I do the strong hit, he pops up a little more. You could get it from distance in terms of just hitting the end of his foot towards the end of the move, or you could also do it when someone techs or does a regular get up. Because this move lingers so much, it's able to catch regular get-ups on both techs and on the platform. So I'm going to try and show you that right now. You see right there, he did a normal get-up, and I'm able to catch it because dash attack lingers so much. And obviously this is what it would look like if it was the normal hit. But then again, if it's the late hit of it, he's going to pop up like right above me. And this is perfect for a bunch of follow-ups at mid to high percents. So if he's at, say, a percent around 40, I'd say 40 and on, you could do this into drag down forward airs, or you could do it into just a regular forward air like that, or you could obviously just do the other way, which is just complete the move. You could also do that into nair if you want, and you could also do that situationally depending on their DI into up air. We're gonna try 80 actually. Boom, right there, that combos. And now this is the crazy part about this move. This move combos into up smash and can kill. So we're gonna try this right here. Crazy, crazy, I know. This move, very good for catching just techs in place, or just tech rolls away. It lasts way longer than people think. And the weak hit, honestly, in a lot of situations, is even better than the strong hit, and it can also be used for catching normal get-ups and going for a follow-up like that. Also, this is super situational for weak dash attack. Like, the window is so small and it only works on certain characters. You could do weak dash attack into forward smash. Now, I don't think it's gonna work here. Oh my god, it works. I'm still finding new shit out about this game, or about my character, every single day. So yeah, there you go. That combos, believe it or not, which is insane. If the character's super floaty, this probably won't work. It works better on fast fall characters. That actually combos. Oh my god, there you go. Kill setup, perfect. Again, super situational. It's got to be specific percents, specific weights. And also, if the person's DIing out, they're not going to get hit by that. Another combo that's kind of random that uses down tilt is actually down tilt into up airs, like that. Another thing that combos right into this move is up smash. Doesn't kill, but it's really good for damage. No, he goes way too high. So we're gonna try 40. There you go. Right there. Super quick 29 damage. You could always try and go for, you know, fancy strings or whatever, but damage wise, this is gonna do the most. Alright, so another combo is illusion into up air. It basically starts working at mid to high percent, and even at high percents, it combos right into a kill confirm. But keep in mind, it's the second half of the move, because if you do it here, you're going to be too far to even go for a follow-up. You don't want to do it very close to him because you're not going to be able to go for a follow-up. Starting right here, see that combos, and I really wouldn't go past like here, honestly. So I'd say this kind of distance should work. But anything closer, you're not going to be guaranteed to get a direct follow-up. I wouldn't really use it in neutral, but what I would do it as is a mix-up on stage if you're trying to recover and your opponent doesn't think you're going to do that. Like that. So the last kind of combo I'm going to be showing you is fair drag down combo, but this time off stage. So if your opponent doesn't have a jump and they have a somewhat mediocre recovery, you can run off stage just alone and do a fair drag down. They usually will not be able to recover, or you can do a down tilt into the drag down like that. But obviously Falco had his jump, so he's able to just come back. It actually takes a second before the person can react out of that drag down and then recover or jump if they still have a jump. But then again, you don't want to really be doing that unless you know they don't have a jump, and it usually will kill them if they, you know, don't have that good of a recovery. So now I went to Battlefield to show you a little cheeky thing you could do with weak nair to do a follow-up if someone doesn't tech on a platform. So if Falco's not ready to tech and he lands on this platform, you could do a rising nair and put them into a jab block, where then you can go for nair follow-ups, but that's only if they don't tech it. So again, you just do a rising nair like that and it'll always do the weak hit. Don't jump and then press A, jump and press A at the same time to get the weak hit by the time he reaches the platform. So I'm going to show you again one more time. Just free damage, free damage. Now kind of revolving around teching on this platform, if you're versing a good opponent, they're usually going to tech, and if you try and go for a weak nair and they tech, you're just going to miss your follow-up after that. So a lot of the time, if you know your opponent's going to tech, you wait to see their tech option and then follow up with up airs, because if you just start throwing out up airs before you wait for their tech option, they're going to get away with you not hitting them. So it takes a split second to just camp under the platform and wait to see what their tech option is and then follow up with up airs. So that's just something to keep in mind. So now we're going to be going into some mix-ups and basically just some mind games you could play on your opponent. So the first thing we're going to go into is grab mix-ups and tomahawks. If your opponent is smart and they know how to play against Fox, if they get to kill percent in terms of a percent where nair up smash or even up smash is going to kill, they're going to usually be shielding a lot more than if they were at a lower percent. That is when you go up and do a grab. Sometimes they're waiting for you to land on their shield with a move, and then they could punish with their own move. But if you're able to just run up and grab them, they might not be expecting it, and you could also do an up throw to put them above you in an uncomfortable situation where you could go for a 50-50 follow-up. Also, tomahawking. Tomahawking is really good for Fox because he's the fastest fast faller in the game. It's almost near unreactable. So as a mix-up on someone's shield, if you know they're turtling, you could do an empty hop and grab, and you'll usually get it a lot of the time, again, because he's such a fast faller. Now when it comes to down air, there's two mix-ups you could do with this move, and it's pertaining to someone who's on a platform and someone who's on the ground. When they're on the platform, you want to do this at a lower percent to start a combo and do the nair that finishes in the air, or you could even finish it on the ground. So if your opponent is shielding on the ledge and they know you're gonna up air, it's not really gonna do anything for you if you hit their shield like that, because they're ready for it and they're ready for a two-hit move. But as a mix-up, you could do a rising down air to mess up their shield timing and then possibly either poke their shield or get them to drop shield because they weren't expecting a multi-hit move. And then you could usually go for a follow-up after that. Say they do shield the entire move, you could still go for an instant grab, because again, as Fox, not a lot of people are expecting him to grab because he doesn't get much off it, but at least you get an opening instead of just possibly getting punished after this move, because again, if you finish this on the ground, it's more laggy than if you finish it in the air. Even if, say, they're ready for the multi-hit move, they shield the whole thing, do an instant grab. I'm gonna try and show that right here. Like that. Again, some people aren't going to be ready for it, and it just allows at least a little bit of an opening. The other way to use Dare as a mix-up is at kill percents. So everyone knows as Fox, you're looking for your nair up smash confirms. So people are going to be shielding, they're going to be waiting for the nair. And it's the same thing as on the platform, they're going to be ready for a single hit move, which is when instead of landing with nair, you could land with down air to possibly shield poke or catch them dropping shield because they're expecting a different move. This actually does combo if the person is DIing up or if they're kind of floaty. A lot of the time people will DI downward and out, in which they'll have a chance to tech. Either way, you need to be able to react to that, but just the opening itself comes from mixing up instead of landing with a nair, landing with a down air. Now when it comes to recovery mix-ups, there's a couple things you could do. As you know, you could use shine to stall, which is very good. You could also use it if you're getting juggled to basically stall your fall and mix up someone who's trying to juggle you. It might mess up their timing and you could get away with it. Also, it does combo break a lot of the time. It's something you want to use situationally. And the final way you could do it is by mixing up your landing. If someone knows you're going to go for a nair up smash and they're waiting for that timing of doing this into up smash, you could always mix up by shining then doing it. You want to do it usually above, I'd say, the height of this top platform and then come down with it. But again, it's still another mix up you can do with shine. Now when it comes to using it to recover, I would use it kind of above the ledge because then it's going to throw off your opponent in terms of, is he going to instant side B after, or is he going to fall and go low with up B? So you always want to be mixing up how you're recovering, whether it's using shine, not using shine, doing your side Bs a little closer, a little farther, or just fast falling completely and doing your up B. Another thing with the up B to mix up is riding the stage with the move. Since the distance goes super far on its own, you're kind of able to get away with timing in which you are grabbing the ledge by riding the side of the stage. So I'm going to show just going straight up what that looks like. That's the timing. And now I'm going to ride the side of the stage. It doesn't look like much, but it does stall it a good amount. And there's even, you could do it even more depending on how you ride the stage. Right there, that was a really good example of dragging out the timing of how long it takes for you to grab the ledge, which can mess people up if they're trying to edge guard you or do a down air that maybe goes through the stage or 2 frames. So again, that's something you want to keep in mind. Always mix up if you're using side B, up B, or down B together, separately, or just not at all. Another thing you could do is if you're at a weird angle, like I'd say right there, you maybe don't want to go right for ledge because someone's going to be ready for that. So you could always go above the ledge and come down like that. This move is actually not as laggy as you might think when you're landing. Like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. So if you feel like your opponent is going to do like a down air like right here, you know it's going to hit you. So you need to mix something up. Just go high. Just go high every time. Because it also has a hitbox, so it might hit the person too, so they get away from you. Another thing you could do with up B, which implements Fox's really good magnet hand, is doing a B at an angle that you would do side B at. You can do that as a timing mix up. If someone's ready for side B, they're going to do it in terms of side B timing, but then mixing up by doing up B instead of side B can mess them up. Also, you could go horizontally below the ledge with up B and it'll still grab the ledge. It's a little harder to show, but I'm going to try and show it. Right there. That's it right there. So you could actually just completely finish the move under the ledge and it'll still magnet hand. But again, you want to be careful because if you do it too low like that, he's not going to grab the ledge. Again, it's just another mix-up thing you could do. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to recover with Fox, because you're definitely going to need to mix up your recoveries against someone who knows how to edgeguard Fox. Last thing with recovering, say you accidentally re-grab the ledge and fall. You know your opponent's going to get a free punish on the re-grab that could possibly kill you. You want to up B past the ledge to either mix up their timing. If you up B and hold down after doing the up angle, you're going to go past the ledge and possibly hit your opponent like that. Which again, you want to wait a little bit before holding down, because if you do it too early, you might accidentally just go straight down like that. So I would say right before you're going to shoot up is when you hold down like that. That could clip someone trying to get you re-grabbing the ledge, or just mix up their timing for when you're re-grabbing the ledge in general. One last kind of random mix-up you could do on someone's shield is doing a falling up air, which combos into other up airs as well. Usually want to do it at lower percents. If you're landing from above, most people are expecting a nair, but if you are able to mix up your opponent and get the fast fall timing down, you could actually up air into another up air that combos. The trick is you don't really want to fast fall this move, because if you do, you're only going to get the first hit like that and they're not going to pop up. So you want to make sure you're getting the second hit by not fast falling, but that's just a little mix up, also landing on someone's shield, and it's really good for damage. So yeah, that concludes the intermediate guide of using Fox. Not a lot of super new stuff because I kind of went into detail about the character in the beginner guide. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll most likely answer it. And get ready for the advanced video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll catch you.